Hey, what's up my friends? I just got my brake master cylinder rebuild kit in the mail today. It's from a company called 4-to-1. I just typed in the year, make, and model master cylinder kit. And that's what came up. Looks like it's the right pieces. I've already taken it apart. And so let's just pull it apart real quick and put the new ones on. Hopefully I won't get my good clothes dirty. You know what? I think I'm gonna change. Be right back. There, that's better. So that way I feel a little better. If I rub my hands on my shirt, it ain't gonna matter. So I've already taken this master cylinder apart. I have the lever over there already. I took it apart, cleaned it all out, put it back together, hoping that the old parts would still work, but they didn't. So I ordered a set of replacement parts, and I will just pop those in real quick. The banjo bolt here takes a 9/16, and also I was trying, when I cleaned it all out, I was trying to remove the bleeder valve down at the brake caliper, and it is stuck tight. I sprayed a bunch of oil on it a couple days ago, so maybe it'll loosen up. I hope so, because I can't really see if this hose is going to work or not. This brake line here, if it's old and clogged up, or if it's clear, because usually the way to do that is, if you have a working master cylinder, you just press the lever, it pushes fluid down the hose, and it'll come out the bleeder valve. But if you can't open the bleeder valve, it causes a little bit of problem, but we'll cross that road when we get there. So first I just took off the banjo bolt. I cleaned it earlier, made sure that it's clear, so I know that's working. Just put that aside, and now we just have the two 10mm bolts here. If you remove the lever, there's a 10 and an 8 that you have to take off. And when I took this off the first time, inside of this brake master cylinder, it was just so dirty and rusty. You couldn't even see the pieces. The boot just disintegrated, and it took me a long time to get the C-clip out of here. I put another C-clip in to hold the old spring and piston in. Hopefully it won't be that much of a problem to get it out. We'll take it over to the table and we'll show you what's going on. And here I have the, see if I can get it out with these pliers. Yeah, that was very simple. And now the rest should just come out. Yep. So I got the old piston. It's got a washer and a rubber boot on it. And then inside of here, well, let me get a screwdriver to get that out. Brake fluid on the table. Now this little pick ought to work. So this is just a little cap, and there's a spring behind it. Oh, come on. I should get some needle nose. Okay. There we go. So now it's all empty. I have the old parts here. Now inside of here was just horrible. You couldn't see anything. It was all just rust and dirt. But I got it cleaned up, oiled up. So now all I need to do is put the new parts in. What I had to do with this one is turn it this way and put a straight, not this one, but it was straight down in there, and tap it. I put a punch in, I didn't use this, I used a punch. Put it down in there, tapped it with the hammer, and it pushed the piston out. Alright, so here's the new pieces, and I kind of put them in order of how they go. This goes here, well, this goes like that. It goes like that, and then you can tell with this, the sizes only fit one way. This fits exactly on the spring, and this fits in here just like that. You can, if you have questions, try to remember how the old one looked, and you can just match them up to make sure it's right. Looks like the spring is a little bit, but maybe that's what the problem is. After all the years, the spring ended up getting compressed, so you can see the difference. That'll probably be a big help in the way that it works. So we know that goes just like that, and it goes in the end. So let's just go ahead and assemble it like that. I will use some of the assembly lube that came with it. Make sure these pieces stay in straight when they're going, when I'm pushing it down in there. Drop that down in here. Get the back, make sure that you see that little cap straight in there. Now then you put the washer on. And then you put the snap ring on. Sometimes a socket, you can get a socket that'll fit down in there and it'll put it right in place. Let me go get one. Yeah, 7/16. Yep. There we go. And now that we got it snapped in there, snap ring, we'll just put the rubber dust cover over it, and it just pushes right in over that. You work it around it. Just like that, and then this little ring here just holds it in. There we go. Yep. Now let's prime it. I already have a little bit. Let's check the fluid level in here. Yep, it's got just a little bit. I'll add a little bit more. And I'll also prime it by pouring a little bit of the brake fluid into, make sure that's sealed tight. And I'll put a little brake fluid in here. Pump it a couple times. Yeah, it pulls it right down in there. Now let me install this lever and we'll go put it on the bike. Make sure it's totally lined up so you don't cross thread it. And this one has a nut that goes on the bottom, but you also have to, it doesn't just push through, you have to tighten it down and then also put the nut on it. Alright. And there's this little oval shaped piece, and there's a little divot so you can tell exactly how it goes. And then we just put the little nut on it. Now let's take it over. Let me make sure it's primed all the way. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pour it in till it sucks it all in and doesn't, when it overflows it right, when it brings it right up to the top. Yep. All right, now let's go put it on the bike. Brake fluid will remove paint, so be extra careful of any around. You don't want it to drip on anything important. What I'm saying is, don't go squeezing this handle and shooting this brake fluid out all over your bike. So just get this tight. So resist the urge to squeeze that handle. You know it's gonna come out. We tested it over there. Let me go grab a 9/16 to tighten this. I saw I was missing a crush washer when I was screwing this in. I was like, wait a minute. There needs to be one of these on both sides of this banjo bolt. There we go. Now, last time, tightening it. There we go. Yes, that feels good and strong. I determined by some tests, like this one, I just hooked it up there and pumped it, and the brake fluid came through. So I know this brake hose is good. But this one, from here to here is good, the metal line, but the brake hose, nothing will go through it. I blew air through with a compressor and it came out here, so I know this part is good, but I plugged in this up here and squeezed and nothing came out. I can't get any air from the compressor to blow through there, so this hose right here is, in my opinion, bad. Plus I can't get this off, and this is loose and it just doesn't turn. I keep stripping it. So I looked online and I found all three, the two hoses and the line for this bike, for only $26, and it's the same company I got the Brake Master cylinder rebuild kit from, and it came very quickly, within a couple of days. So I'm ordering from them again, and hopefully these hoses will be the right one and fit in there, and this should work. I got the master cylinder working good. We'll see about the caliper hose, and then after we replace that, I can rebuild the calipers if I need to, if they're not working, but hopefully they will be. So thanks for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day and take care. Bye bye.